My fellow Rotarians, my name is John Hewko, and I'm the General Secretary of Rotary International and the Rotary Foundation. And I'm sorry I was not able to join you for your virtual conference, but I am grateful to speak to you today. And I'd also like to congratulate your district for a very productive year in spite of these very difficult times. Now, I'd like to share with you some ideas about how you can take a lead in forging a new path for Rotary. You know, every generation faces a major challenge. It can be remembered in the history books as a moment of pride or regret. For this century, the coronavirus is our major challenge. The silent killer has already claimed hundreds of thousands of lives. It has upended our way of life and constrained our cherished freedoms. It has confined us to our homes. It has had tremendous impact on our economies. And it's also changing the way we connect and serve through Rotary. And our response to coronavirus must answer a simple question. How can we come closer together when we're asked to stay apart? Now is, no doubt, a moment of great danger. But I believe Rotary can see the opportunity in this crisis and help our communities and Rotary as an organization emerge from it stronger, healthier, and more resilient. Rotary has endured crises before. In fact, I would argue that Rotary was built for moments like this. Indeed, Rotary members of all ages are already making an impact against COVID-19. Rotary clubs are supporting hospitals and providing protective equipment to frontline health workers. You're keeping the people in your communities connected and engaged. And at the Secretariat, we're working around the clock to sustain our normal operations and support our global membership. The Rotary Foundation has taken swift action to support your work, making it easier to carry out projects in response to COVID-19. But there's more that we can do. As people of action, you have left a powerful legacy in every generation since Rotary's founding. And I'm sure many of you want to ask what Rotary's future looks like in a world that has to live with COVID-19. What does our future look like in 5 years? So I'd like to share with you 4 calls to action, not only for the remainder of this Rotary year, but for the Rotary years to come. First, focus on member retention. Over the past 5 years, on average, new members only stay with Rotary for 2 years. The data also shows that the longer one stays in Rotary, the less likely one is to leave. So it's vital to engage those Rotarians who are newer to Rotary, as they tend to be those members who leave our organization. Second, ensure that all Rotary clubs in your district are meeting and engaging with their members. While many clubs are even more connected than ever in this new virtual reality, I suspect that there are clubs that are not meeting. And I suspect that clubs that fail to meet for months on end will have little chance of surviving the crisis. So identify and work with those clubs that are struggling to ensure that they're meeting and engaging with their members. Third, think creatively about how to do service projects in our new reality, in which, for most of the world, mass gatherings are banned indefinitely. Think about involving Rotaractors as equal partners in our service projects. This is particularly important during the current crisis. Our Rotaractors grew up in the digital era, and we must deploy their talents in finding new ways to connect despite social isolation. Now is the time to invite Rotaractors to shape our future. And fourth, we must think creatively about how to fundraise in our new reality, when many of our traditional means of raising funds are not possible. Because the work of Rotary is needed now more than ever. So we must find new ways to fundraise to support our many activities and projects. And we must continue to raise as much money as possible so that we can receive the full 2-to-1 match generously provided by the Gates Foundation for polio eradication. So to conclude, I think we all need to realize that this is a great opportunity in this time of turmoil. Rotary is in a strong position because of you, our dedicated members who continue to unite and take action to create lasting change. Rotary is in a strong position from an operational and financial standpoint because we've prepared for tough times. We will get through this, and we will persevere by trying out new ideas and supporting each other, just as we have for over a century. In fact, there has never been a better time to be part of an organization that can truly make a difference. Now is our time to adapt as an organization so that we can continue to thrive in adversity. Now is our time to instill new hope in place of fear. And now is our time to lead, to shape a new and better world as we emerge from this crisis. So thank you and enjoy the district conference.